Can you hear me now? Yes, you can hear me? Okay. All right. Wow, that was difficult. We're hold on. We're still technical difficulties. All right. Let's It sounds like you can hear me now, correct? Okay. Jasmine, oh, you can't hear me. Can you hear me, Jasmine? Yes? Can you hear me? Okay, we've got something really big, so hold on just a second. Hold on. Just hold on. Um, I texted you. Yeah. We're really working on it. Give me just a second, everybody. I am so incredibly sorry. You, okay. We're obviously having major technical difficulties, and I apologize. This is a bummer. I want to make sure, just real. Oh dear God! Don't touch that. Don't do that. Um, I want to make sure you can at least hear me one more time. Hey, that's right. Check your text. That's right. Um, so, can everybody hear me? Yes. Okay. Um, I'm going to try one more thing. Oh dear God. That's not how to do that at all. It's worth the wait. I am so sorry. Okay, so she is logging back. She's logging off, and she's going to try to log in one more time. And we're going to try to get her sound going. I don't know. Everything was working, and then it wasn't. So I apologize. Um, so we'll see how this goes. And if it doesn't work, then I will just have to do it, I guess, by myself. I'm going to try one more thing on this. Nothing. Okay. All right, guys. I apologize very very much. Um, so it looks like what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have to do this without her, which is kind of a bummer because I really wanted her to be on this. I think she is gonna try one more thing on here, and if she can't do it, then she can't do it, and we'll try to figure something out later on. But I've just wasted. Oh, okay. All right. So she's gonna add on one more time. Let's see how this goes. Can you hear me? Nothing. Okay. Um, um, all right. I apologize, guys. uh, so I'll do this without her again. I apologize in advance. I am going to try one more thing. It won't have to do with. Nope, won't let me do it either. Okay, so I do have some big news. I really wanted Jasmine to be a part of it. Unfortunately, that did not work out tonight. So we will try to figure that out for next week. Um, so here's the big announcement. Since I've already wasted 8 minutes of your time, now we are going to do a live Q&A tonight. So if you do have any questions about Coturnix quail, feel free to ask. I will get to those. It looks as though that the technical difficulties are over. You're just not going to be able to see Jasmine tonight, unfortunately. Um, and and we'll do that. But we will get to the questions in just a little bit. But I do have a huge announcement. This has been in the works for dear God, I don't know, 7 months, 8 months. I have been sworn to secrecy, and I am allowed to go live with it now. So I'm really excited about that. Jasmine, which is from Time and Timber Homestead. She was here at QuailCon. She did a fantastic job. She was in charge of the butcher class. Everybody loved it. She's really been a lot of help in um, the quail community as a whole. But Jasmine and Linda Easton Waller, which is part of Hatching at Home. And she was also here at QuailCon. She was an expert table for marketing. She's got a huge background in that. She's done a fantastic job. Um, so myself and Jenna, Jasmine, and Linda have been working on a project since QuailCon, and it's about to go live. So we're going to go live with this on the 19th of this month, which is 2 weeks from today, and it is called Quail University. So I'm very, very excited about that. I'm going to give you some details about it. Um, just want to make sure you guys could still hear me. So it's going to be Quail University, and it is an online course that you can take, and it is all about Quail 101. I mean, it is everything that you need. Jasmine's trying to add on again. We'll see. It's everything that you need to learn about Coturnix quail and be successful in that. So I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic for you. Can you hear me? Still nothing, huh? Nothing? Nothing. Um, yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, so here's the thing. Quail University is going to go a whole lot smoother than what this live is going right now, I swear. We've been doing a lot of lives or a lot of work behind the scenes on this, and it is very very good. So it's going to be 71 plus lessons. Um, we're currently finishing up some things, so we still have 2 weeks before we go live. But it's 71 lessons in this class, and it is Quail 101. It's only going to be $49 for the entire thing. And we are going chapter by chapter. We're talking about what to start with. We're talking about supplies, and we're talking about cages and cage setups. We're talking about incubation process. We're talking about brooding. We're talking about getting your breeder sets together. I mean, it is extremely in depth. It is 71 lessons. Plus, we're working on a couple more. And it's going to be for $49. You're also going to be able to um, like once you purchase this class, it's yours forever. So it's never going to change. You'll always have that to fall back on. They are very clearly indicated. So, like I said, it's one course, which is 70. It's going to end up being 72 lessons. Um, but each one is extremely well detailed as far as what it's about. So, if you get through the incubation process and you forget something about the brooder, you can go to the brooder chapter and look for exactly what you're looking for. And again, it's only going to be $49, and you'll be able to keep it forever. There's going to be workbooks, there's going to be spreadsheets, there's going to be downloadable items for you throughout the thing. So, like when we're talking about quail math, Linda has done a fantastic job about putting spreadsheets together for you to be able to just plug in your numbers and determine how many quail you need or how many eggs you need or things like that. It's going to be very, very helpful. And there is a lot of information online. It's really a shame that Jasmine's not able to hear me or speak. It's I really was hoping that that would go out smoother. I'm very sorry, but I don't know where I was at. But throughout the entire classes, we have all worked very, very well together, and it has been something that how do I want to say this? It's we've all taken our expertise and utilize that. So there is a lot of stuff online on YouTube, on Facebook that you can look for and you can find and this, that, and the other. But this is all going to be condensed into one place. You get it, it's online, you log in, and you can go to it forever, anytime you want. And then we're also going to have live interactive internet classes as well. So the 72 classes or 72 lessons that you'll be taking is going to be pre-recorded. We've already edited them. We've put in extra stuff. We've done this, that, and the other, such as like a classroom setting. Now with that, we're also going to via Zoom, we're going to do Zoom calls for very intimate interactive live Q&As, really. So there's going to be a minimum of it could be one person, it could be up to 15 people at one time. And we'll have different topics. So, it could be chapter one, or it could be incubation process, or it could be, this, that, and the other, or just a general Q&A or quail for profit or whatever. And you can sign up for that class and get a 1 hour session with either myself or Jasmine to start. Linda will be joining later on. She's still doing some back end stuff. But this is going to be a game changer in the quail community. I really do think that this is going to help a ton of people that have ins and outs, that get most of the information, but maybe miss a little bit or don't know where to find the information or whatever the case may be. But it's going to be fantastic. I'm very, very excited about it. I have been chomping at the bit to tell everybody about it. We've been working on it for a long time. I took 2 trips to Missouri to do videos with Jasmine. Linda has been very, very hard at work putting it all together and editing out all of my mistakes and adding in more content that I missed. So I think that a lot of people are really, really going to like it. Next week, we're going to fix this audio issue that we have. And Linda Easton Waller is actually going to be with me next week. And she's going to show you how you can pre order for this class. And then starting on the 19th, which is 2 weeks from today, it's going to be live. All the lessons are going to be on there, and you can go to town on it. So I'm very, very excited about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. My comment section is getting very, very, very behind. So I'm losing comments. So if you commented at the very beginning, please comment again. But if you have any questions about Quail University, feel free to ask. But we're going to have more information next week as well. Hopefully, it will go a lot smoother because I'll have Linda on with me. But let's get into the questions real quick for tonight and get in the comments. Now, we do a live Q&A every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is not going to change. So we'll always have this for free. We're still going to be doing YouTube videos on my channel and on Jasmine's channel, Time and Timber. But again, this is a Quail 101 consolidated course for everybody. We've kind of taken my expertise in raising them for so long and so many, with Jasmine's background of backyard homesteading, aviary settings, her experiences, and Linda's background in marketing and computer stuff that I don't get, making it very professional. We have combined our forces, and I really do think that this is going to be just completely a game changer for everybody. So if you're selling quail and a lot of people have questions, this is a great course. We're going to have an affiliate program down the road. That'll be coming in about a month and a half. So you'll be able to make money off of this class as well. And like I said, out of the 72 lessons that we're going to have, the whole thing is going to be $49. So I think it's very reasonable as well. So again, we do lives every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do a couple things on here if you've not been on here before. And that is, if you have any questions about Coturnix quail, feel free to ask. I am going to get caught up real quick as soon as I'm done with this. And then obviously we support each other. So if you can, hit the like button and support the channel. I know the last 15 minutes have been a disaster as far as getting everything together and technology. But we'll move forward. We'll power through it, and we'll get questions answered and have some fun tonight. And then also, if you want to let us know where you're from, it's always interesting to see where all the quail people are at in the world. So let's just get started, shall we? Let's see. Katrina's in the house. I did miss a lot of questions. I apologize about that. But once I hit a certain amount of comments, it starts deleting them. So I'm going to start where I can start, and then we'll just move forward, and I'll get caught up from there. Pappy's Homestead's in the house. Nikki is in the house. Welcome. Anime Gamer is in the house. Hopefully we fixed the sound, or I just spent the last 18 minutes doing nothing for no reason. So hopefully that's fixed. Redneck Ranger is in the house from Canton, Texas. Welcome. John is in the house. Vicky Kenton is in the house. Jessica Carr is in the house. JJ Willow is in the house. Chase, welcome everybody. Let's see. We were having some technical difficulties. Ed Got Bait or Vay's Place are my moderators on here. They do a great job. They help us out. They're huge contributors to the quail community. If one of you guys can text me real quick that you can hear me okay, I greatly appreciate it. And then we will keep going. Also, the quality of tonight's video, as well as the angle, is going to be a little bit off than normal. I had to do that because I was going to have Jasmine on. Unfortunately, that didn't work out, but I can't do anything about that now. Sorry. Let's see. Wonderful. Thank you, Ed. Christopher is in the house. Welcome. Hickbilly is in the house. LLC. Mary Gold is in the house. Hatchright Hatching Egg is in the house. Welcome. Nana's a Nerd is in the house. Love the name. Lorenzo is in the house. Welcome. I'm going to mispronounce, but I'm going to try. Zarifra is in the house. Welcome. Again, I'm going to start going real fast so we can get to the comments. I've got a lot of can't hear me, I can hear you now, things like that. So I'm going to try to get through those. Bill is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Dennis is in the house. Dream Acres is in the house. Joy is in the house. Welcome, everybody. Adrian from Minnesota is in the house. Glad you're here. Vicente is in the house. Let's see. John F. says, I purchased quail today. That is awesome. Good luck on your journey. And hopefully this class will help, but you can feel free to ask questions on here as well. AJ is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Michelle is in the house. Welcome. My son is laughing at me. TJ the Gamer. Buster is in the house from Oklahoma. Welcome. Glad you're here. Chito is in the Philippines. He's in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Let's see. Lunar Moon Dust is in the house. Welcome. Haven't seen you for a while. Glad you're here. Yeah, technical difficulties is like my middle name. So, I mean, it makes sense. I just was hoping. I was hoping. Ba with the Ba is in the house from Louisiana. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Crystal is in the house. Losing comments. Let's see. Duck's Custom Garage is in the house. Welcome. Adrian is in the house. Welcome. Diana Tuttle from Tut Farms is in the house. Glad you're here. Adam, welcome. Fran Crow is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Linda Easton Waller's in the house, probably screaming at the top of her lungs because she's the technical side, and I probably ruined all of this. So I apologize, Linda, but we'll get it worked out for next week. Michelle is in the house. Welcome. Yeah, if it doesn't work, need a bigger hammer. That's pretty much my skills in technology, that's for sure. Duck's Custom Garage is in the house. When are you going to be selling hatching eggs? They are on the website now. Everything's up to date. MyShireFarm.com. We're shipping out every day. Virginia Ham is in the house from North Carolina. Welcome. Glad you're here. Amanda, yes, she does have a YouTube channel. She hasn't really started it because we've been working very tirelessly on Quail University for months and months and months. But her YouTube channel is Time and Timber. Time as in Thyme. Lost my spot. Here we go. Amina's in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Biggie's Farm is in the house. Hello. I have 2 little baby quail hatching so far. That is wonderful. Good luck, and I hope you get a lot more. S.O. Swanson's in the house. Welcome. I really wish you guys could have heard from Jasmine tonight. That's really a bummer. My son says this is sad. Thank you for being supportive, child. Let's see. Let's see. Barrett's in the house. Hello from Northeast Indiana. Our first batch of jumbo Egyptian eggs from you started to hatch out this morning. That is wonderful to hear. Good luck. Obviously, keep me posted on the numbers. The hatch rate, we keep those numbers. So if anybody has hatched in the past week and have not told me the hatch rate yet, feel free to let me know on here. I will write it down on my trusty little notebook and transfer those numbers over. Currently, we're sitting at a 73.4% hatch rate on chipped eggs this year. So I'm pretty excited about that. Linda's in the house, says, time not wasted. I think we're all excited to hear the announcement. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the announcement. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let's see. Elber's in the house. Vicky is in the house. Welcome both. Thomas is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Sound good. Make sure. Let's see. Oh dear God. I'm trying to go through the audio issues that we were having. Let's see. Sounds like some people are really excited about Quail University. And yes, let's see. S.O. Swanson asked, Quail University is the course self-paced. Yep. Once you get it, you can go at your own speed. So it's about little over 7 hours of material that you can listen to and watch, and again, handouts and take tests, and it's very interactive. It's very, very cool. So you can go. Oh, what do I want to get? What kind do I want to get? Do I want to get live birds or hatching eggs? You can watch the chapter about that. You get them in, you watch the chapter about incubation, and then when you're brooding, you can watch that chapter, or you can just gorge yourself and watch it all at one time. And you can watch it 15 different times or one time. It doesn't matter. It's Once you have it, it is all yours, and you do what you want. That's a great question. So yes, it is self-paced. Vicky is in the house. I need the chapter on spiral breeding. I just cannot get my mind around the concept. You really don't need to do spiral breeding with Coturnix quail. It's kind of a waste. Um, but we do talk about that a little bit. That's going to be in our next class that we're going to do. We're going to do multiple classes. The next one's going to be more of an advanced quail breeding or advanced quail raising. And that would be more part of that. But we do talk about what breeders to use, what to look for, breeding program, things like that. So that will be in the course as well. Andrew's in the house. Jasmine, it's still good to see your face, even if we can't hear you. There you go. Callie Quail Keepers is in the house. What is good with that? With everybody, Quail and I are enduring this crazy Cali weather. Currently snowing with sunshine. It's a little odd, but stay safe. Duck's Custom Garage is in the house. I have 68 jumbo Coturnix quail that are 6 months old and they have not laid any eggs at all. Is that common? No, they should have started laying when they were about 6 weeks old. So you need 16 to 18 hours of light a day. They need to be on a layer feed. I would assume it's most likely a light issue. So 16 to 18 hours of light a day they need to produce the eggs. They need 5 hens to every 1 male, or close to that, and 3 quail per square foot. Those are pretty much the requirements for them to start laying very well. Steve Jackson says Jasmine is a lot better to look at. I know. I'm so sorry. And to be honest, she's a lot better to listen to as well. You got stuck with me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. um, let's see. Oh dear God. Vicky says, Zach, you and Jasmine are both easy on the eyes and ears. You're equally wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, it's not true, but I do appreciate the thought. Dreams Acres is in the house says, will this just be about quail or other birds as well? This one is just about quail. We're going to be opening up a lot of things on Quail University, but we wanted our first class to be Quail 101. So incubation, brooding, what to look for, your housing setups, quail math, how many to start with, how many eggs you need a day, you know, um, putting your breeders together, what to look for, what not to look for, frequently asked questions. I mean, again, there's going to be 72 lessons in this course. So, I mean, we're going through it all. It's going to be very in depth. It's going to be very helpful. And again, it's yours, so you can watch it and then watch it again if you want to. I mean, it's always going to be exactly where you know it is. You don't have to try to search for things. It's yours forever once you purchase it. I wish you would stop doing that. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Cali Quail Keeper says we got snow for 3 days straight, but didn't stick much. Up the hill is a disaster zone. Glad to have electricity. That's a big thing. AM 1995B is in the house. Says question: many of my quail are completely bald on back from between the wings, so just before the tail feathers. I don't think I see fighting, nor mites. 20 quail in a 5x6. Molting something else. I don't know how old they are. 5 foot by 6 foot. Well, typically you want to do 3 quail per square foot and 5 hens to 1 male. It could be overbreeding, which the males are just doing that. It's definitely not overcrowding. I would say it's an overbreeding. So I would check your male to female ratio. Linda's in the house from California. Welcome. Glad you're here. Christopher says looks like a rough roux. Yeah, I would agree. It's either a rough roux or overbreeding. You need to take a couple males out or put a few extra hens in or whatever the case may be. But I recommend 5 hens to every 1 male. Nana's Nerd says perfect timing. I just ordered my first cage and equipment. There you go. It'll be live on the 19th. Like I said, Linda will be here next week, and she's going to show you how to sign up for it and everything like that. It's going to be great. So stay tuned for that as well. AM 1995 says different ages, some 14 months, some 7 months. For what? Yeah, I still think it's overbreeding. Fran Crow says, "Can we give Quail U as a gift for someone else?" You can. You can sign up for them. You could easily do that. There's also going to be, and this won't be in the first month. This will be sometime in April. But we're going to have an affiliate program as well that will obviously give you all the information on where you can have your individual link. And so if you're selling quail eggs or live birds or whatever, you can send them that link. You'll get a commission if they purchase the course or not. So there's a lot of different options, but yeah, you'll be able to give it as a gift as well. S.O. Swanson says, Quail University, will it include genetics or will that be future advanced course? No, we talk a little bit about it, but mainly, breeding programs, genetics, colors, things like that. That's going to be more of an advanced. We didn't want to get too far in the weeds on all that, especially for Quail 101. I think this course is going to be great for everybody. It's, again, very in depth. There's 72 lessons to take. They're in order, so they're where you need them to be. So whether you're a newbie or you've been raising for a while, I think you're going to find a lot in there. But obviously, the newbies is going to they're the ones that are going to take all this information and be able to be very, very successful. But you'll be able to find, whether you've been raising them for 6 months or 6 years, you're going to take information out of this. Jasmine does the backyard setups. She's got her hutches outside. She's got an aviary set up. I do more of a commercial standpoint. I raise literally hundreds of thousands of Coturnix quail a year. And then Linda's been running it as well. She's been incubating like crazy. And so she's, between the three of us, there's three different points of view, and you'll be able to take something out of it. But we didn't want to put a lot of advanced information in there because it might overwhelm a lot of Quail 101 people, a lot of newbies. Um, a lot of people were talking to each other, so I just gotta. Um, Carter's Quail Eggs is in the house. Big hello from us in England. Stopping up late, especially. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here, and thank you very much. And this is worldwide. So, I mean, if you're in England or Canada or the Philippines or whatever, you can take this course, and it's going to be fantastic for you. William's in the house from Southeast Michigan. Welcome. Chad's in the house from Florida. Glad you're here. 1995 says, I asked. Oh, I don't think you're talking to me. TJ the Gamer says, what's your favorite quail color? Pansy feet. I love the pansy feet still. G is in the house from Atlanta. Christopher from upstate New York. Welcome both. Glad you're both here. Pappy's Homestead's in the house. I changed my name. This is formerly Stills and Squeals Barbecue. Well, welcome. Glad you're here. AJ in Toledo, Ohio is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Anthony Berry is in the house. Martial Art of Life says hello, everybody. Welcome. Diana Tuttle from Tut Farms says hello from Kansas. S.O. Swanson from Mississippi. Welcome both. Chad from Florida is in the house. Welcome. Dane is in the house. Hello again from Georgia. Do you offer celadons, and when should the jumbo variety set to be back on the site? The jumbo mix is back on the site now, and no, we don't offer celadons at this time. Jeff is in the house. Says hello, Zach. Skycross Quail East Tennessee is in the house. Glad to see you starting up again. Thank you very much. We had some technical difficulties in the first 15 minutes, but we're getting back on track. So this is when I need Linda. You know what I mean? Like, she could have fixed this for me. Let's see. Janelle's in the house. Hello, everyone from Central Louisiana area. First time tuning in tonight. Congratulations on Quail U. Thank you very much. I really do think it's going to help a lot of people. We have spent a lot of time putting it together, putting it in a very smooth fashion for everybody to understand. A lot of editing on Linda's side, a lot of videos on Jasmine and mine's side. Linda's done some videos as well. We've all put in a lot of work and time and effort and energy and money into this. I really do think that this is going to help the entire quail community that wants to take advantage of it. We're going to keep improving that, things like that. I really like that we're going to integrate the live interactive classes that are going to be very intimate, 1 to 15 people, where it's going to be much more about your specific situation. I think that's going to help a lot as well. And I can't explain to you how excited I am to finally be able to tell everybody. I've been sworn to secrecy for a long, long, long time, since QuailCon, and I don't tend to keep my mouth shut very well. So I'm very, very proud of myself for not saying it. But man, I'm gonna scream it from the shout. I'm gonna scream it from the rooftops now, because I'm allowed to talk about it. So I really do think it's going to help everybody. There's a lot of great information in there. My points of view, Jasmine's points of view, Linda's points of view, Jenna's points of view. I think it's going to be great. Let's see. Crystal's in the house. Says, "Good evening, everyone from Northeast Ohio. Definitely signing up for the classes. Absolutely. We put all that together, and then we all sat down, and the biggest thing was, obviously we need to make a little bit off of this, but we really wanted to make it as affordable as humanly possible, so that um, yeah, it doesn't work. So that everybody could take it, and so that's the most realistic price that we could give, where um, that it was fair to everybody. So I really do think. I mean, I'm really happy with the classes. I love the idea. I love the concept. I love all the information in it. And I'm very, very proud of all of us that we've decided to take um, all of this information and be able to offer it to everybody for, a very inexpensive amount. So I'm very, very proud of that as well. Um, let's see. The wood chick is in the house. Love your information and knowledge from your gun. Spokane, welcome. We're glad to hear. Let's see. Chad's in the house. I don't know why I want to hear my name in the house so bad. There you go. Chad is in the house. Figs and Quail is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Um, John F. says, quail eggs taste great boiled. Yes, they do. Grim, I'm sorry. There you are. Grim's in the house from Rising Star, Texas. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Deanna is in the house, new Quailer. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. Obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're still going to be doing YouTube videos. You can ask me any questions on here. We're still doing the lives every week. But make sure you check out Quail University, because I mean, it's everything in one spot. It's going to be awesome. Adobo's in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. No, Jasmine had in headset. I We'll have to find out what the issue is. We'll be testing some stuff out this week. We just got a donation from Shane. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Is the 16 to 18 week ship time correct? Just want to make sure they don't show up sooner, as I don't have my incubator yet. I ordered 120 jumbo wilds. It is very close. We're adding new breeders every week, so we are dwindling that wait time down, but we're still around 14 to 16 weeks. But yeah, it's still pretty far out, unfortunately. But I'm working on it. I mean, we're putting in a lot every week. I promise. A lot of new breeders. Anthony Berry says, ordered golds and autumn ambers. Awesome. You can make sex links out of those, so that'll be fun. And we will get those out as soon as we can. Virginia's in the house from North Carolina. Welcome. We're glad you're here. I really need glasses. Seahorsey Beth is in the house. Hi, Zach. Let's see. Southern California, I ordered 25 rare. All eggs were in great shape. I set 30. 21 hatched on day 19 and 20 and 21. I expect cool areas in the incubator. All are healthy. Yeah, I think you're on the right spot. And you still had a great hatch. 21 out of 25. That's awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations. Thank you for letting me know. You did a great job. I think you maybe insulate the incubator with, a blanket or a towel during the incubation process. That should be able to stabilize the incubator a little bit. And I think that you could even get better, but still, 21 out of 25 is fantastic. You did a great job. Jerry's in the house. I was wondering if you got caught up on orders. Everything on the website is available, and every different variety has a different time frame as far as wait time, ship time. But those are all updated and pretty accurate at this time. Laura is in the house, says hello from South Central Michigan. My Myshire quail are 2 weeks old now. Yay, that's awesome. Congratulations. You're out of the scary chick phase of the 1 weekers. They tend to cause you issues there. So you're past the hard part and now it's smooth sailing. So congratulations and good luck on your adventure. Let's see. Nana's the Nerd says, Zach, I am an older widow and want to raise a smaller amount of quail just for me. Do you sell less than 25 eggs? That's a good question. We do not. But let me explain why. And this might help a lot of new people as well. So, even though we average over a 73% hatch rate on shipped eggs, usually new people that are just starting their incubation process, that's never incubated before, usually goes a little bit lower because it's kind of, you have to learn the ins and outs of it. So with that being said, you want to assume that you're going to get a 50% hatch rate. So if we send 25, let's just assume that 13 are going to hatch. Okay. Hopefully you get a lot better than that. Hopefully you get 21 out of 25 hatch, but let's just assume 13 will hatch. Half of those on average are going to be males. Okay. So that leaves you with 5 or 6 hens. So that's why we only do a 25 count or less. I feel that if we offered less, I think a lot of people wouldn't understand that process. They would order less and then be disappointed that it wasn't enough and we didn't let them know. So we only do 25 or above, but that's the reason behind that, if that makes sense. Michelle's in the house from New Baltimore, New York. Welcome. Looking forward to getting my variety mixed eggs. I will get them out as quickly as possible, I promise. Adobe from San Diego, California is in the house. I love San Diego. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Richard's in the house, educating myself before I start purchasing everything I need. Wonderful. If you have any questions, again, feel free to ask. We have our YouTube channel that has like over 700 videos. Like, I don't remember how many, but it's an obscene amount of videos about quail. So feel free to check those out as well. And make sure you check out Quail University. It's going live in 2 weeks. It's going to be fantastic. It's really going to help people begin, start, continue their adventure with Caternix quail. 1995 says they're not in a cage but on the ground in a barn still with dirt floor and wintertime deep bedding. I assume that is okay. It is okay. I'm still worried about the 16 to 18 hours of light a day. You might have mentioned that earlier and I might have missed it. But typically they are, since they're outside, I'm assuming it's going to affect the laying as well. But I still do think that it's definitely a light issue. Rochelle Sanborn is in the house. Says hello from Sanborn Farms, northeastern Indiana. Hoosiers. We ordered 50 jumbo Egyptian eggs from you, 60 shipped, 5 cracked, 44 incubated, roughly 30 hatched. Day one. Updated numbers to come. Wonderful. You're already on a great start. Day one, you've already got 30. You might be hitting 45 or 44 incubated. You might be hitting. Whew, you're going to hit a good number. So congratulations. Obviously, let me know the final results and good luck on your adventure. It's a lot of fun. It sounds like you're doing great. We just got another $5 donation to Anthony Barry. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It says, thanks for the information. We've become obsessed with feed. Just started Mealworm Farm. That's pretty cool. Very cool. Well, good luck on that. And congratulations on your success so far. And I'm sure you're going to do much better. Anime Gamer says, anyways, what she was using, I think, is why she had the problem. I don't think she had her input and output set right. I don't know what that means, but we will figure it out this week. AK is in the house from Alaska, looking to get started with quail. Wonderful. We do ship hatching eggs to Alaska, and obviously check out our YouTube channel Feel free to ask any questions on here. We're going to be doing our live Q&As every Sunday going forward. And then Quail University is right around the corner, 2 weeks. It's going to be awesome. CS is in the house. I'm here too from the desert. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Ed Got Bait says like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Absolutely. We will be doing some videos about Quail University coming up, so stay tuned for that as well. And again, if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask and support the channel by just hitting the like button. I'd really appreciate it. David is in the house. Has a question. Do you have a farm in Wisconsin? We do not. We are one farm in Ohio. None anywhere else. It's a good question. Time and Timber Homestead is in the house. That is Jasmine. She said, well, y'all, I tried, LOL. Yeah, it didn't go smooth. We'll have to fix that. I apologize. But we'll figure something out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm sorry you couldn't. I know you were very excited to tell everybody too, so I really do feel bad. I'm sorry. Shandal is in the house. There's 30 jumbo Egyptian eggs, 17 hatched, 8 not hatched, 5 damaged by me. That's not bad at all. Congratulations. 17 out of 25 Egyptians. Thank you very much for letting me know. You did a great job, and keep it up. Congratulations. Glenn Wells is in the house. Says, what is the highest temperature can quail eggs withstand? Building a safety shutdown. My controller cooked some eggs and need to know help. I'm thinking 102. You really don't want to go. I mean, it's technically 101.5, so 102 wouldn't be the end of the world. Ideally, you don't want it ever that high, though. You know what I mean? I think that would be a good. I think you're on the right track, Glenn. Chad is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Rohan is in the house from St. Lucia. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Dwayne Hansford's in the house. Says, hello, Mr. Zach. I want to thank you so much for all your help. I've got a lot of information about your videos live, the great work you have done. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're going to continue it. We want to help as many people as we can on their adventure with Coturnix quail, becoming more self-sufficient, being successful at it. And so we're going to be continuing to put the videos out, the YouTube videos. We're going to continue to post on Facebook. We're going to continue to do the lives every Sunday. And this Quail University, I'm telling you, if you give this thing a shot, you are going to become an expert at raising quail very, very quickly. It's going to be fantastic. Zarifra is in the house. Just picked up my first quail, 10 in total. They are setting in nicely. Congratulations. Good luck. And how exciting. Very cool. Anime Gamer says Jasmine didn't ever input. Now we'll fix it this week for sure. I wish we could have fixed it already. Shane's in the house. Hi there. Ordered my wild jumbos a few weeks ago. It said 16, 18 weeks. I want to make sure it's not going to be any sooner than that. I know last Sunday you mentioned 6 to 8 weeks was your longest. I must have not. I think 6 to 8 weeks is my longest, except for the jumbo wilds. I'm still looking at. I think I'm about 2 weeks ahead of schedule, but that could easily change. So I'm about 14 weeks out. Vase Place says 152 watching, only 70 thumbs up. Hit the like. Well, we're currently at 113 likes, so I really appreciate it, guys. Keep hitting the like button. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions about Coturnix quail or about Quail University that's coming up in 2 weeks, feel free to comment, and I will get to it as quickly as I can. So thank you very much for all your support, and thank you for the people that have donated to the channel. I really appreciate you very much, and that goes straight back into the channel. Carrie Carver's in the house from Utah. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Pappy's Homestead says, hit the like button. Thank you very much for your support. Chase is in the house. I candled my 28 eggs. 24 out of 28 were growing, so my first time incubating is going really good so far. That is wonderful to hear. Congratulations. You're doing extremely, extremely well. So that is wonderful to hear. And good luck on the rest of the incubation process. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But it sounds like you got it going, so congratulations. Again, if you just joined in a little bit ago, it's very different tonight. I was supposed to have a special guest on, Jasmine. We could not get the audio to work. Technical difficulties on my end. I will get that worked out this week. So my camera view and everything like that's all messed up this week. I apologize, but we will fix everything. Usually, it's a little bit better than this. But we're still having fun answering questions, hanging out, and supporting each other. So we'll just go with it, right? Um, let's see. Mary's in the house. Where will the sign up be for on Quail University? We are going to have a sign up on our website, myshirefarm.com. And then we're going to have a special website for Quail University as well, where you go there and everything's right there. So we'll be announcing that next week as well. But I bet you can guess what it's called, the website. Let's see. Chad Fulmer is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Chase says 4 of the 24 wasn't as far along, so I don't know about those. We will see. They could be a little bit late on the party. There could be a cold spot in the incubator, so maybe if you can roll those over or move them over to a different section, that might help a little bit as well, but it's hard to say. Nikki James in the house says late been have been busy. Hello everybody, welcome. We're glad you're here. Silver Thorns in the house. Hello, this is Cheryl from Oregon. What do you think about hatch time cages? I do not have enough experience with hatching time cages to be able to give you an honest feedback on that. PJ's Family Farm has hatching time cages. They are an admin on the Facebook group. Oh dear God. Quail Lifestyle, I do believe. Also, Quail in the Kitchen. You could reach out to her on Facebook. We build all of our cages, and then our like research cages and things like that are from Wynola Ranch. So I don't have any experience with hatching time cages that I could give you any honest feedback. I apologize. I'm very sorry. Let's see. Michelle's in the house. Are you shipping time frames running late? Then, oh, wait. Hold on. Are your shipping time frames running towards the earlier or later estimates? Example, 2 to 4 weeks. 2 to 4 weeks is most likely the colored side of the barn. I'm probably sitting at 3 to 4 weeks right now, but I am putting in. There's 500 grow outs that we're going through Wednesday to put in as breeders, so we might be able to get that down to 2 weeks, but currently at about 3 weeks. Douglas Blankenship's in the house. Day 16 so far on my 25 ship feathers hexacle mix, and no action yet. Patiently waiting. Day 16, you should have a couple pipping, couple early ones. I would increase your humidity about 5 to 7%, and then obviously keep me posted. And you should have a huge hatch tomorrow. But it would be nice to see some wiggles by day 16. MG says you should do quail egg giveaways like other channels. I don't do quail egg giveaways. I'm not a big fan of it for a couple different reasons. And two, I feel like people that do purchase the eggs need to get them as quickly as possible. So I wouldn't be comfortable giving away free eggs when people are waiting on their purchased eggs. Is one big reason why I don't do that. KO Kyrie is in the house. Gravel Hill Roadside Honey Homestead in Virginia is in the house. Very cool. Congratulations. I just started bees last year. I love the bees. I'm very excited about them. My Ranger buddies in the house. Greetings from Ranger Grove, Texas. Welcome. We're glad you're here. John says, do the blue eggs taste better? Nope. The exact same. It's just the color difference. C. Royce Collins is in the house from Oklahoma. I'll be starting quail in a couple weeks. There you go. Right in time for Quail University. You can check that out. And if you have any questions between now and then, feel free to comment, and I will help you the best that I can. Pappy's Homestead says, had my first sort of egg today from my 5 week old. No shell, so they should be starting up soon. Yeah, this week. So that's awesome. They'll be starting out this week. You'll start getting your own eggs. That's a huge accomplishment. So congratulations to that. Very cool. Andrea Perry says, yay for Quail University. I'm awaiting an order of golds, pansy fees, and cosmos. Do you think I'll be able to tell the pansy fees and the cosmos apart at hatch? Oh, yeah, they completely look different. Yep, absolutely. Patrick Coon's in the house from Mississippi. Welcome. We're glad you're here. That is kind of a misconception. So all quail, all Copernicus quail. Let me rephrase that. All Copernicus quail, whether they're jumbo wilds or Egyptians or Rosettas or jumbo whites or anything else, they are all dark meat. They all taste exactly the same, and the eggs taste exactly the same. It's really just the feather colors and the size of the quail is the only difference. It's a great question, and a lot of people ask that. I lost my spot because I rambled for a second. I'm very sorry. Let's see. Belinda's in the house says, hey, there's that question. Can we put 4 week old birds in with 3 month olds? That's a very good question. And you can mix the ages together. However, you really don't want to put younger birds in with older birds until they're at least 6 weeks old. At 6 weeks old, they're pretty much, I mean, they're still going to grow for a few weeks, but they're pretty much close to the same size. They're going to be laying or close to laying. The males are going to be active. At 4 weeks, they're still a little young. They're nowhere near. They're going to be stressed out. They'll be picked on. At 6 weeks, that's kind of the time frame. So I would wait a couple extra weeks. But you can put 6 week old grow outs in with your 3 month old birds. That wouldn't be a problem at all. But the 4 weeks old will get picked on and really stress out. Vase Play says 72 lessons for $49. That is correct. It's going to be 72 lessons. That's 72 lessons plus the workbook plus spreadsheets plus spreadsheets like quail math and things like that. Plus downloads all for $49. The intimate interactive live classes that we're going to do weekly that you can sign up for are going to be a little bit extra because those are weekly and we have to set out our time slots for that. But yeah, for the entire course, the workbook, the spreadsheets, the downloads, 72 lessons, all of it for $49. It's really a good deal. Michelle says, at what rate do you reduce the temperature in your brooder? That's a very good question. I have a video on that. If you can type into the YouTube search bar or wait for Quail University because we talk about that. But if you type in the YouTube search bar brooder process by Myshire Farm, that video will show up and go in depth. But long story short, there's two different ways that you can do it. One way is it's supposed to be a half a degree a day difference. So you start them off at 99 degrees. Every day is a half degree less. So 99, 98.5, 98, 97.5. That's the technical way to do it. That drives me crazy. I don't like it. But you can do it that way if that works for you. But the other way to do it is you really just watch them. That video is going to go much more in depth than what I can do right now. So keep that in mind if you want to watch that video. But the best thing to do is you have the brooder light or the heat lamp or whatever heat source you've got in the brooder, right? If they are all piled up underneath the heat source, they're still too cold. If they are all piled up away from the heat source, the heat source is way too hot. What you want to see is them just spread out everywhere. So if you just watch them for about 5 minutes, they'll be able to tell you whether the brooder's too hot, too cold, or anything in between. Anime says, trying to convince my man to get quail since he wants some. There you go. Well, Quail University will give you all the information on that. Obviously, you can go to Myshire Farm, pick out some eggs now, and we'll get them to you shortly. And we love quail. I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with it. So check it out. Try it out. My ranger buddy says, I received my jumbo Egyptian eggs in the mail and they went into the incubator yesterday. I ordered on 211, guys. Thank you for the bang up job. That is wonderful to hear. Congratulations and good luck. Obviously, keep me posted. Logan Graves is in the house. I bought 50 quail chicks from a farmer in my town. They are now 4 days old and haven't lost one yet. Hopefully that stays true. It sounds like you've got a great brooder process, so congratulations to that. And keep up the great work. Congratulations. Um, ow. Rohan says, question, if a female quail takes twigs and continuously sends it on her back, does that mean she can hatch on her own, like make her own nest and hatch? It's possible they can. It's very unlikely. But there has been some success that people can get their Caternix quail to go broody, but it's very few and far between. So just keep that in mind. But it is possible for sure. Absolutely. Natural environment, really, that it's more of the environment that will get them to do that than anything else. You can't breed for that in Caternix quail. Sue McKee is in the house. Says hello, everyone. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Linda's in the house from California. Welcome. Glad you're here. Chad is in the house. I do see you. Welcome. Stevens in the house says, thank you for sharing the super secret university tonight. Your Zoom calls during testing were fantastic. I'm cleaning 100 birds by myself, enjoying the conversation. There you go. You're busy at work there. Yeah. So I did a couple Zoom classes a couple months prior to this to get everything hashed out and worked out. So those went very, very well. I heard great feedback from those. I'm very excited about starting those Zoom classes. I'm going to try to dedicate 4 hours a week to it, which is a lot. So we'll see how it goes. Minimum of 2 hours. So that's 2 classes a week that I can go live with a handful of people, interactive live. And Jasmine's going to do the same after Linda gets everything situated. She's going to do some as well. So I think that's really going to help. And I cannot tell you how much I am so excited about this Quail University thing. I cannot express it enough. You guys are funny. Dwayne says, I just ordered some eggs from you, Mr. Zach, the other day. Well, thank you very much. And we will get them out as quickly as I can. I promise. Let's see. Christopher Hendershot is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Kelly Quail Keeper says, I'm elated to have a new valuable resource to direct my newbie customers for all the info to sponge up in one place. Thanks, Jasmine, Linda, and Zach. Well, thank you very much. Jenna was a big part of it as well. She was kind of the quality control, if you will. She just wouldn't get on camera. But we're gonna fix that. The next course, she's gonna be a part of it. She's already committed, so I'm pretty excited about that. Yeah, it's really going to be very beneficial to a lot of people. I'm really excited about it. Laura is in the house. Do you have any plans to open up your farm for visitors this year? I also homeschool and thought a visit would make an excellent field trip. We are not going to be opening up due to the avian influenza outbreak. The only time we're going to open up to the public this year is going to be at QuailCon, which is a convention we have in September here. Aaron's in the house. Hey, all, just joining from South Louisiana. Welcome. We're glad you're here. I do see a lot of new people joining. So just to make sure, the first 15 minutes of this went very, very smooth. But there is a huge announcement in the first 15 minutes. So if you can bear with me, if you just joined or you joined after, 7:15, 7:20, you really, really, really want to go back and watch the first 15 minutes of this. Maybe skip the first 5. So between minute 5 and minute 15 or minute 20, you're really going to want to know what's going on. We have a huge announcement that's, I truly believe, is going to change the entire quail community. I can't express that enough. And not only that, I wasn't planning on mentioning this, but so we have the Quail 101 course coming your way. I'm really excited about that. We've got plans to do a lot of other ones as well. So we're going to do a kids class. I'm really excited about. We're going to do a Quail for Profit in-depth class. We're going to do a woman entrepreneurs class. I mean, I'm telling you, the next few years, Linda is jam packed and booked. Jasmine has nothing else. I mean, she can't do anything else because we're going to be doing these classes. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Um, let's see. Ed Bates says, Zach, your kid could have fixed it. Kids are good at tech. He probably could, but he was being mean. I didn't want to ask. Hatch right hatching eggs in the house. How are the bees? I actually have a bee expert coming out and helping me reset up. I think I made a few mistakes, so we'll fix that this year and be persistent. Christopher Hendershot's in the house from North Jersey. Welcome. Glad you're here. George White is in the house. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Um, Joffrey's in the house. Why are my 4-week-old quail losing their back and tail feathers? If I had to guess, I don't know your setup. I would need more information, but I would assume they're still in the brooder, and you almost always that means that they're overcrowded. They're overcrowded. They're getting way too hot, and they're picking their back feathers out off. That's almost always, and there's always exceptions to the rule, but that is almost always the case when they're between 3 to 5 weeks old and still in the brooder. Texas Top Shelf Reptile says hello everyone. Thank you everyone for all the info. Montgomery, Texas says hi. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. um, I feel so bad for Jasmine. Jasmine joined at the beginning. We couldn't hear her. She's a huge part of Quail University, and we couldn't get the audio. She had to get off. But I talked to her yesterday about coming on. We had all this stuff. We talked for 30 minutes today, setting up and what we were going to say and the bullet points we want to talk to, and we tested it out earlier and it was fine, and this, that, and the other. And she's got a goat that's about to give birth, so she slept in a barn last night outside, and she was tired, and she's like, well, if the barn goes into labor, I gotta run. And so she's been running all over the place. I feel so sorry for her. She's had a rough couple of days, and then we couldn't get the audio to work, so it was a moot point. She's having it rough right now. Texas Top Shelf Reptile says, sorry, just getting here, building the garden tour. We don't take attendance, so thanks for showing up and joining. I appreciate it. Jason's in the house, says, hey, Zach from Iowa, first time catching you live. Just ordered some eggs from you Friday. Super excited. Well, thank you very much. Good luck. We'll get them out as quickly as possible. If you've been here the whole time, just everybody realize the first 20 minutes of our live tonight is not how it normally goes. I had major technical issues, and I will resolve that this week. We won't next week. I apologize in advance. But if you missed between minute 5 and minute 20, you really want to go back and rewatch that for sure. C. Royce says, I plan on doing jumbo Coturnix. By this time next week, I will know if my homestead incubator is going to work. If my chicks hatch, I'll be ordering some jumbo Coturnix hatching eggs from somewhere. There you go. Well, good luck on your adventure, and hopefully your incubator works out. JJ Willow says, seems like a lot of quail are losing feathers. Is it molting season? It is about, it's about to be spring. So, yeah, it is molting season as well. But the 4-week-olds, I can almost guarantee you it's overcrowded or too high. Linda Easton Waller, which again is a huge, huge part of Quail University, said it should be a time saver for Quail University should be a time saver for all of us who have customers who need to learn all these things. Absolutely, that's another huge benefit of Quail University that I didn't even mention. Um, Time and Timber Homestead says, LOL, Zach. This is Jasmine. You did good. Now the cat's out of the bag. It's going to be such a wonderful resource for all the new quailers. Absolutely. And even the quailers that have been doing it for years or 2 years. I mean, in 72 lessons, I'm telling you, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to have valuable worksheets, valuable spreadsheets that a lot of people ask about. Linda put those together. They're very, I mean, they're worth the $49 right there. So it's really for everybody. But yeah, it is a Quail 101 Quail basic class, and it's going to be fantastic. Edgar Bates says 170 people and only 95 likes. Come on, show Zach some love. Well, thank you very much. I did lose about 20 people, so I'm sorry I bored you. But we are up to 145 likes, so I really appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Um, Aaron Gutros is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Heard you were getting NPIP certified this week, so good luck on that. And congratulations in advance. I'm sure you're going to do great. Joy is in the house. Thanks for the great price, Zach. That was not just me. I mean, I don't think that any of us has made a one decision. We have, I mean, this team of Linda, Jasmine, myself, and Jenna, I can't ask for a better team. I it's been phenomenal. Everybody has done their part. Everybody is respectful of the team. Everybody has. It's really nice to have the team that all have the same goals. Like, hey, we're putting a lot of time, effort, energy into this. We need to make a little bit of money off of this. Sure, I I mean that it would be stupid not to, right? Um, but none of us, like all of us, went into it and saying we need to get the lowest possible price so that anybody and everybody can take this course. And we all had the same mindset. Like there was no discussion, there was no feedback. I mean, it was just we all just said it, and everybody was like, "Well, yeah, of course." Like it was. So I'm really happy that the team, we're all on the same mindset, same accord, and it truly has been a pleasure working with Linda and Jasmine on this project. It really has, and I can't wait for more projects to come. I really can't. My ranger buddies in the house. So last week you said you were waiting on this before you restarted the kids contest. Yes, I am. So Quail University, some of the proceeds, I think it's 10. I don't want to say the number because I would have to look, and I don't want to give false information because I'm pretty scared of Linda, um, to be honest. So I don't want to give the wrong numbers. But proceeds from Quail University are going to go towards the 18 and under contest. So we're not going to take donations anymore for the 18 under contest or anything like that. It is all going to be contributed from Quail University. So that's another great, out of the $49, a portion of that is going to the Quail or to the 18 under contest. Some of that is going to be going to Quail University. So I'm very excited about all of that. I Drink Bourbon is in the house. I love that name. Welcome. Glad you're here. Chase is in the house. Shane, again, donated $5. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. We will put that to good use on the channel. Jenna wants to redo this wall behind me because she says that if I go live, then it needs to look nice. So it will go to whatever Jenna says needs to go behind me. So thank you very much for the donation. Patricia's in the house. Has a question. I have a Vibrato Lumina 8. It is set on 99.7 from the factory. The two Accurite thermometers registered 95 on day 12. Do you think any might hatch? If it's truly 95 in there, then no, they won't. I don't know anything about the Accurite thermometers. I don't know how accurate they are or anything like that. I recommend the Govies. I really have had great success with that, and so have a lot of other people. So I don't know. With two separate thermometers in there, that kind of scares me. What I would do, you got to keep it going. You're on day 12. You're almost there. What I would do is go ahead and insulate your incubator with a quilt, a blanket, a towel, something to help keep the heat in, and see if that changes the inside numbers. That's where I would start first. And I don't think it'd be a horrible idea to maybe increase your temp by 1 degree. So even if the incubator is reading correctly, it's not going to hurt the eggs. And if it's not reading correctly, then it'll definitely help a lot. But that's a 4-degree difference, and that's a really big deal. So I would insulate and see if that helps. Um, Albert's in the house from Rock Rapids, Iowa. I ordered hatching eggs from you and a little giant incubator with quail egg turners inserts. How should I test it before the eggs arrive? So you want it, you want to assemble it, you want to put it together, you want to plug it in for 2 days. Make sure you get a separate thermometer, hygrometer. I recommend the Govee. Put that in there, and then every 6 hours or so, move that on each section. Make sure that the incubator and the Govee is reading correctly. Um, and test it out, 48 hours before you begin. Virginia says, I know it's not quail, but too excited not to share my Pekin ducks. First batch of eggs just started pipping. Can't wait to hatch out my first quail for my own eggs too. My quail are only 3 weeks old. You only got 3 more weeks. They'll start laying your eggs. So congratulations on your Pekins, and congratulations on your quail. Ashley says, what are the most popular, highly recommended breed color that you sell as far as hatching eggs? Any of the jumbos, jumbo Egyptians, jumbo wilds, jumbo mix, jumbo whites. As far as the colors go, Egyptian fees, rosettas, scarlets, and Tibetans easily, and golds. Patricia is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Andy Rabbit's in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Jesse Mills is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Nana's a nerd says, thanks. That makes sense. See, I need quail you. Absolutely. I really do think this is going to be a game changer. I can't stress that enough. It's going to be awesome. Anthony Barry, again, thank you very much for donating $5. It'll be put to good use, or whatever use Jenna tells me that it goes to. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. But it will help this room get a better show going. CS says, are those quail footprints on the wall behind you? Did you do that, or Papa the Builder? No, I did the wall, but it's not quail footprints. It's more of it's a design that no one likes except for me. And Jenna. Jenna likes it, but Papa the Builder hates it, and George thinks it's dumb, and I think it's cool. Chase said, what size bulb would be best for a smaller brooder? I would watch our brooder video on our YouTube channel, but what we use is a 225 watt for the first week, or a 250 watt for the first week, and then change it out to a 125 watt for week 2, 3, and possibly 4 is what we do. Witch Doctor is in the house. Hello, tribe. We almost missed the live again. Thanks, Brenner, for keeping me on track. There you go. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. PJ's Family Farm is in the house. Hello, all beautiful quail people. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Kim is in the house. Suggestion for mealworm supplier, please. I do not know. We actually had someone comment earlier that they just started their mealworm farm. So maybe somebody in the comments below your comment might be able to give you an idea, but I don't supplement mealworms. We customize our own feed, so I don't supplement the feed at all. So I can't tell you, but somebody in the comments, I'm sure, will be able to give you some advice. Pappy's Homestead says, I can't wait to get some eggs. I hate having empty incubators. That's because you're a hatchaholic, sir. But I get it. I get it. Jesse Mills is in the house, says, hi, Jasmine. Loretta was disappointed that she didn't get to listen to you. She said it was really sad. I can almost guarantee you that there is over 100 people that are very disappointed that they got me instead of Jasmine. I can guarantee it. So I apologize in advance. But I'm doing the best I can. Hannah's in the house working on building cages before I order any hatchlings. Love your videos. Very informative. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we will keep them coming, I promise. And check out Quail University coming up in 2 weeks. Yep, 2 weeks. Hatchright says, I think 103 for extended period to kill cells. Um, I liked the 101.5. 102 would be my max, but you know, there's many different ways to raise quail. Andy Rabbit says, I have been building rabbit boxes today. Got 5 built, been busy. Yeah, that is quite busy building 5 in one day. That's pretty impressive. Three Boys Bees is in the house. Appreciate your work getting ready for the honey season. There you go. Congratulations. Good luck. And thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And good luck. Chase says, just scared of not being able to see them under the plate and can't judge warmth of the chicks. I personally don't like the heat plates. I don't think they're good for Coturnix quail, but again, there's many different ways to raise quail, and just my preference doesn't mean that that's the way it should go. But I don't prefer them. Southern Ohio Game Bird Farm is in the house. Enjoy your videos. Question though, why people call some Coturnix jumbo wild? There is no such thing as a wild Coturnix in the USA. No, but that was the original name back in the day, and it's just the same name as jumbo browns. Um, what's the other names? Jumbo Browns, Jumbo Commons, Jumbo Wilds, Meat Makers, Goliath Quail. They're all Jumbo Wilds. That's all they are. So just a name. I lost my spot. Karen Miller's in the house. Is there a regular Coturnix and a jumbo size, or is Coturnix the jumbo? So everything is Coturnix, but there's standard Coturnix and there's jumbo Coturnix. And so there are different sizes. Like if you go to our website, you can actually look under the description of each one, and it will give you a detail about how many eggs they lay a year, what their average size is at full maturity, how long they lay, their egg size, their weight. I mean, everything. What they look like, how to sex them, everything like that. And everyone's a little bit different. So, like our most um, productive quail are Rosettas, Tibetans, Scarlets, Tuxedos, and Sparklies by far. And then our largest is Jumbo Wilds, Jumbo Egyptians, Jumbo Whites, things like that. And they're not as productive, but they are larger meat and larger eggs. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. In fact, the last video I did on our YouTube channel, you might want to check out. It goes in depth on if you're starting out, what you want to start with, whether you want to go with a standard or a jumbo. And there's a lot of very valuable information there, I think, that you can check out. That was a very good question. Cam the Bees is in the house. I am Cam, a 12-year-old Boy Scout here with my mom. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. I decided to do a cover. Oh, dear. I lost you. There it is. I decided to do a cover of a few merit badges by raising quail for our family sustainability. I have a mentor, Todd M., who is helping me. I just ordered eggs. Well, congratulations. That is absolutely wonderful. We're going to be starting an 18 and under contest, which you can get an incubator, you can get a cage, you can get a brooder, you can get eggs, all for free. We're going to do a giveaway once a month. So stay tuned on the channel, and I'll be giving a lot of information on that soon. But it sounds like you're well on your way, so good luck, and I hope you get those badges. And I think you're going to love quail, so good luck. That's very cool. Dennis is in the house from Missouri. Glad to be here. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here as well. Karen Miller is in the house. Welcome. Beam Farm is in the house. Glad you're here. Amanda's in the house. Says, hi, Zach. I'm going to go for it and start my biz, but I won't be up and selling until probably September. How rough is it selling hatching eggs later in the year? I have balut covered 3 places here. Usually your local accounts, your balutes, your eating eggs, they're going to get you through November, December, January, and then the selling season is February, March, April, May, June, and then July, August. It slows down, but still okay. September slows down a little bit more, okay, and then the rest of the year it's pretty slow. But you need to pick up your balut customers, your eating egg customers, things like that. Laura's in the house. We decided to set up a business for the kids doing the quail hatching kit. So thanks so much for the info, Zach. I also have people already wanting to buy quail and quail eggs. That's awesome. Congratulations. That is very cool. I wish you all the best. and it sounds like you're killing it. So congratulations. That's really really cool. Beam Farm says, "How do you keep your barn from smelling so bad? Do you have ventilation? Mine feels like it's about to knock me out." Yes, ventilation is key. We have um, a very large kind of garage door that we open throughout the day. That's covered in quarter-inch mesh. So the wind goes through. In the barn, we have two industrial fans that go at all times. Um, and yeah, ventilation is key. And we have very high ceilings, which helps a lot because in our well, where we had the quail before this was my 2-car garage that we converted to a quail barn, and the ceiling was, I don't know, 12 feet maybe at the most, and whew, it got real bad all the time. But now we've got really, really, really high ceilings, and that helps a lot too. Uh, No reality 13's in the house. I have 4 more days of incubation. Can I candle now, or should I wait until I take the turner out? Um, I recommend candle. If you're going to candle, I recommend candling at lockdown. I want to rephrase that. If you're going to candle before they hatch, I recommend candling them when you're moving them to lockdown, taking the turners out. Now, if you are starting out, if you're not familiar with candling or you're not familiar with incubating, what I recommend is don't candle at all. Let them hatch out, then candle the ones that did not hatch, and then you can kind of learn, you know, did they ever start developing? Were they fully developed? Were they partially developed? And that will give you what is going on. So if they didn't develop at all, it could be that they weren't fertile. It could be, the air sac was detached. It could be this, that, and the other. It could be temp. If they were fully developed and didn't hatch, that's a humidity at lockdown. If they were partially developed, and that usually means there was a temp issue throughout, or there's a circulation issue. So that's usually a good time to candle when you're starting out. When you're familiar with it, then it's best to do it at lockdown. I feel like that was a very extended answer. Hopefully that worked okay. I apologize for going on and on. But good luck. I wish you all the best. I think you're going to do great. Um, I took my eye off of where I was on the comments. I'm so sorry. Nana's Nerd says, Zach, what is your opinion on the chicken warmers for brooders? I don't know anything about chickens. I hate chickens. I'm anti-chickens. I don't think anyone should raise chickens. I think quail is the new chicken. Now, I am in a very small minority of feeling that way. I get it. It's okay. But I don't know. I don't know what the chicken warmers for brooders are. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Now, if you have quail questions, I got you. But I don't like chickens. Someone did ask earlier about the hatching time cages. And PJ's Family Farm, which is also on Facebook. You can find her on there. She has the hatching time cages. You can check them out. And they can give you some feedback. Dale's Quails is in the house, says almost on time. Good evening, everyone. Wisconsin Hero Ball as well. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Can you give me just a second? I'm gonna lose my mind on some dogs. Hold on. Oh, I apologize. They have been barking outside for what seems to be hours, and I'm going to lose my mind on them in a second. All right, let's see. Skip Blackwell's in the house. Hey guys, we started the Quail Adventure mainly based on your YouTube videos. Say hi to my wife. She's watching also, Janelle. Well, welcome, and hopefully you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're trying it out. hopefully you're being successful at it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But welcome, both of you. I'm glad you're both here, and hopefully you're enjoying it and going to continue to grow in it. So good luck. We're in Pickens, South Carolina, Black Fowl Homestead. Well, welcome. We're very glad you're here. Time and Timber says, now I will have some free time again. It has been a huge project. Yeah, her goat was giving birth, so she's been all over the place. My Ranger buddy says, we use the hatching time brooders at Ranger Grove. The layer cages are too small for our needs. We also keep it adults. We also keep it adults in outdoor wire cages. There you go. Andy is in the house. We ordered 75 hatching eggs, fab fee, getting everything set up. We currently have 55 mixed colors at almost 6 weeks old, waiting on eggs. Well, congratulations at 6 weeks waiting on eggs. Congratulations with what you've already done. Good luck, and I will get those out as quickly as possible. But good luck to you. And it sounds like you're killing it. Robert's in the house. Been a while. Hi from Minnesota. I think so. The males are starting to. Oh God. The males are starting to crow. Been outside all winter. Spring must be coming. Yep, right around the corner. I can't wait. G says we have 2 4-tier hatching time cages for partridges, taller, more space, with middle walls cut out for more room. There you go. David Fowler's in the house. What cage do I use? What cage? Wait, what? David Fowler says, what cage do I use the 1/2 inch by 1 inch wire or flooring? Uh, Okay, I'm going to answer this in 2 different ways because I'm not exactly sure what the question is. So, first, yes, I do love the 1/2 inch by 1 inch for your adults. I like the 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch for your brooders and grow outs. Once they're 4 weeks old, they can go into a 1/2 inch by 1 inch, no problem. And if you're wanting to know what cages I recommend dalesquails.com. Their cages are very similar to the ones we build here at Myshire Farm. And then there's metal cages that we use as well for our research projects, and that is winolaranch.com. Those are the 2 that I know personally and really like. Anthony Barry says, hatching time cages are awesome. They're modern. Oh, God, where did you go? I'm so sorry. I lost it. But Anthony said he likes the hatching time cages. It went away. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Carly Clifton says, where do you sign up for the course? So Quail University is coming. It's going to be live in 2 weeks. We're going to start taking pre-sales starting next Sunday. Linda Easton Waller is going to be on here with me, which is the brains behind the whole operation for Quail University. She's going to be on here next Sunday. We'll get the audio worked out, and she's going to show you how to sign up for all that. It's going to be fantastic. So she'll let you know then. Wow. I must be really behind on comments. All right, here we go. I'm going to pick it up. Linda Landon's in the house, says she was like number 135. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're up to 170 likes. Can we get to 200 likes, guys? That would be fantastic. Hit the like button, support the channel. I would really appreciate it. Time and Timber says fab fees are one of my favorite quail colors. Absolutely. I knew that. Hickabilly says my temp controller is set at 100 degrees, heat on at 98 and off at 100. My numbers show the temp within 99.5 and 100 degrees and 2.37 minutes and less at 99.5 for 3.6 minutes. Will this be okay or set at 101? Nope, that would be fine. I wouldn't mess with it. I think that'll work just fine. Isaac Arthur's has a question about how big do you see jumbos getting in the future? We're not trying to get any bigger. They're not made to be 1-pounders. So 14 ounces is our limit. We don't get them any bigger than that. Vicky says I had hatching time cages for a year. I made modifications, predator guard, overfeed. cut out walls to make each level larger. I lost the comment. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I have heard that if you have hatching time cages, you do have to modify them quite a bit. Um, David Stump's in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. I got to get caught up because I'm starting to lose a lot of comments. I'm so sorry. Anthony Berry says hatching time cages also maximize space. Oh, I think I froze up. I'm so sorry. Hold on. No, dear God. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold you for a little bit. Sorry. Anthony Berry says hatching time cages also maximize space super efficiently. Will end up with 2 to 5 layer breeding adults units and 1 to 5 layer brooder grow out units. There you go. Anime says you said QuailCon is in September. Yes, QuailCon will be. I think it's September 2nd and 3rd. That should be finalized by the end of this month, and we will start announcing all of QuailCon information at the beginning of April. Andy Rabbit says, I'm going to QuailCon this year. That is awesome. I hope you can. Amanda says, oh, you're not talking to me. Amy B is in the house, says, made it. Hello, everyone. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. Mermic13 says, hi, Zach. I'm new to quail, and I'm going to buy some eggs from you this year. I was wondering if you know of anybody that I could buy an outdoor quail enclosure from. I would look into winolaranch.com. I really like them. If you're going to have inside cages by chance, I really like Dale's Quails. They are wood cages, which is what we use. But for outside use, you'd have to talk to him. The wood that he uses might be fine for outdoor use. I'm not too sure. But I know the metal cages work fine for Winola Ranch. Asmund's in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Redneck Engineering. Ooh, messed that up. Redneck Engineering is in the house. I messed it up again. Very excited. We'll be hatching our first set of quail this spring. Been watching your channel to be able to learn. Thanks for all the info. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad I could help. And make sure if you joined lately and have not heard our big announcement this tonight. Oh dear God. Our big announcement tonight was Quail University. It is going to be going live in 2 weeks from today. It is a course that you can take that's 72 lessons long for $49, and it is everything you need to know about raising Coturnix quail. It is called Quail 101. You're going to have spreadsheets and downloads and workbooks and classes galore. I mean, it's going to be awesome. So make sure you check that out as well. Between the 5-minute and 20-minute mark at the beginning of this video is when we went pretty in-depth about it. But good luck on your journey, and it seems like you're taking your time and learning all your information, which is the best way to do it. So good luck. Amy B says, my quail back feathers grew back quickly when I took the heat off. There you go. Awesome. Jen says, can chicken and quail be free range in the same spot? Quail cannot go free range. No. They are not like chickens, unfortunately. They need to be either caged or in an aviary setting. Dane has announced just placed my first order. Can't wait to get started. I will get them out as quickly as possible. Good luck on your adventure, and hopefully you get a great hatch. Vase Place has 151 people and 148 likes. Did it again. I'm so sorry, everybody. Okay. Vase Place has 151 people and 148 likes. We are up to 187, so I really appreciate that. I'd love to get to 200 likes tonight if you could do that. If you could help me out. We did just get a donation from Anthony Berry for $5. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. The new hatching time units have been updated with modular walls for great custom cage system. There you go. Very cool. Very informative, and thanks for letting us know. Psycho Ward 360 is in the house. Says, hello, all quail peeps. Welcome. We're glad you're here. David Stumps in the house. Does anyone have the Hovabator 1588 Genesis incubator? We have tested that on our YouTube channel. I've only used it like twice, so I don't. You could check the video out on our YouTube channel, but um, I don't remember anything about it. I'm sorry. Let's see. JJ Willow says my son is interested in raising quail. There you go. Start of self sufficiency right there. It's a great thing. Jody's in the house from Colorado. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Pappy's Homestead says getting state certified this coming week here in West Virginia. Then I will get my MPIP set up. Congratulations. Good luck. And I'm sure you're going to do great. Um, Neil says, congrats on Quail U. How exciting. Thank you very much. I'm really excited about it. And I really do think this is going to really help the community a lot. Jeff Ostrom is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Callie Quail Keeper says, so is your gorgeous woman going to show her face? Forgot to say thanks to Jenna too. Yeah, she's more behind the scenes thing. If you're talking about Jenna, she's behind the scenes for now. Wanda B says, what up from Florida? Welcome. We're glad you're here. Esso Swanson says, Myshire Farm, Linda is not scary. Okay. Go at your own risk. That's fine. No, Linda's not scary. She's really nice. Andy Rabbit says, a few days ago, I had a quail fly out. A cat got a hold of it. Oh, and before it hit the ground. Yeah, I mean, if you raise quail long enough, something like that happens. It's an unfortunate way to do it. Anime Gamer says, kind of wish I was young again. My childhood was wasted from how I was stuck in a place, not able to do anything. Hey, you got to start somewhere, and you got to start sometime, right? So there's no better time than the present. Hatchright Hatching Egg says, I tried Accurite. They were way off. I think that's the thermometer hydrometer somebody else was having issues with. So hopefully they're still on, and hopefully it's the extra thermometers that we're not reading correctly and not the incubator. Ko Kyrie says, you always learn from your mistakes in the bee worlds. I now have 60 hives. Dear Lord, that's a lot of hives. You got it going on. That's really cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm more of a fail until I get it right. I don't like to give up, so I make a lot of mistakes. Mary Howard's in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. She's Crafty says, just wondering if you are ever going to discuss food for quail if commercial is not available. Not right now, no. I think people are over stressing about it, and I don't want to contribute to that. Chicken feed works just fine, and I think there's always going to be chicken feed around, turkey feed, something like that. So, yeah, I just eventually I'll have to cover it. It won't be anytime soon. Katrina says, my Shire farm, thinking the back wall, a photo of the Shire, what your logo is. It's not a bad idea. Mary Howard says, good evening, Josh. Where did you go now? What do you suggest for regular size feather sexable type? I mean, if you're going to do with feather sexables, I like recommending the feather sexable mix. You're going to get a variety of colors in the feather sexable mix. They're all feather sexable at 3 weeks old, and you can put them all together and they'll continue to be feather sexable. So I really like that. If you just want to go with one color, the Egyptian fees, absolutely the Egyptian fees. Second would probably be golds, would be the second, or autumn ambers. Either one would be the second if you want just one color. That's a great question. SS Swanson says, if you hang a picture of Jenna on the wall, she can be part of every life. That is true, except for I will no longer have a life. So I like the thought process, but not going to happen. David Lister's in the house. Says hi, Covey members. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Angie Smith is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Jeff says order Jumbo Wild's got one yellow chick after hatch bonus quail. There you go. Very cool. Yeah, it'll probably be a jumbo white. Patty, where I keep doing that. Patty's in the house from Central California saying hello to everyone. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. I'm going to butcher it, but I'm trying anyway. Josu, I hope I said that correctly. When are you going to have new hatching eggs from Jumbo Wild? They're on the website now. They're available now. Katrina says Myshire Farm missed opportunity. Yes, I did. I did do the wall. It is quail footprints. You're the first to notice. I know I should have, but I didn't want to fib. I'd get in trouble if I did that. It's be a cute idea though. CS says, I'm with you. I like the wall design. Keep it. Thank you very much. I don't mind it. I liked it. It's my own design. It was cool. Can quails start reproducing before laying eggs? Yeah, usually the males will be more the the male quail will usually become more sexually productive about a week before you start getting eggs. Only problem with the cat is if a newborn baby rabbit hits the floor, it's gone. There you go. Yes is in the house. Eggs in lockdown. Unfortunately, 6 hours at 97.5, then back to 99.5 at 64% humidity. What do you think? Eggs are in lockdown. Increase your humidity. Increase your humidity 5% for sure. Bump up your temp to 100 degrees, and they probably won't start hatching until day 18. But I don't think you'll lose any. I think you'll still be okay. But that's what I would do. I'd be proactive on the temp and the humidity. Skip says we signed up to get NPIP testing agents, doing class etc. in a couple weeks. Very cool. Congratulations on that, and good luck with that. Um, Lost my. Go. Cali Quail Keeper says hatchaholics are not anonymous around here. No, they are not. Uh, Anime says Jumbo Wilds is the color wild colors have the same pattern. There you go. Jumbo Wild exhibits the wild type, meaning that is basically what they look like before people got a hold of them. All the other colors offered are mutations from this basic color. That was a much better explanation than what I said. But yes, that is it's 100% true. Jerry says, are you getting caught up on orders? Are you still 3 weeks out on standards? 2 to 4, I do believe. Yeah, I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Um, yes, says first love my first family from you. Thank you, and can't wait to see my first brood make it. That's awesome. Good luck, and I'm sure you're going to do great. Amy B's in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Anthony Barry says we purchased 300 mealworms to. Where'd you go now? Use the Sterilite 3 drawer after they beetle, cut out a bottom section and replace with screen, lets eggs fall through. There you go. S.O. Swanson says, we support hatchaholics. Absolutely. Um, yeah. Glenn Wells says, I started last year with 1 breeder set and got 3 people started raising quail. This year I've got 8 breeder sets and 2 more homesteads on the hook. I will take them a cooked sample tomorrow. Very cool. Congratulations. You are killing it. Um, Katrina says the answer for hatchaholics equals more eggs. Yep, absolutely. Pappy's Homestead's in the house says, hi, my name is Tom and I am a hatchaholic. Yep. It's exactly how it should go. Emma says, "Does anyone in the Western world sell an incubator kit? It would be more economical, I would think, and a lot of fun. I would also think, not that I know of." Jeff says, "Are brooders in the bathroom 50 chicks stinky?" They sure can be. That's for sure. They can get stinky real fast. For sure. Katrina says, "My Shar Farm, have you shown Papa the Builder my ultimate quail feeder video yet? Any plans for updating feeders?" I did, and he was actually out of town for a few weeks. It's been crazy, so I actually haven't talked to Dennis, and I probably haven't talked to Dennis in a month. Um, so much going on, so much. Andy says, "My incubator and brooder's in the extra bathroom too." There you go. Common thing. Jeff says, hashtag it wasn't me. I like that. Amy says, if I can do it, anybody can. There you go. Yes says, I can't wait to see my babies on Tuesday. Italian roux as well as Rosetta Tux roux over all my BTA hens. What will I get? Uh, Whites, tuxedos, Rosettas, and Italians, pretty much. Uh, See, there's chicken haters in here. I'm cool with that. Emma says, deep bedding to cut odor. Look into it. Yep, that does help. Um, Ed Got Bates says admitting a hatchaholic is one step closer to buying more. Yep, absolutely. Katrina says I use heat plates. They have to go low enough for their backs to touch the plate, just like they would do with mom. There you go. Amy says I hate hawks. Lost 2 laying chickens this last week. That's a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that. Michelle says you're not alone with your chicken hatred. Quail is better than chickens. All hail the quail. There you go. Um, Lisa says, "What do you recommend for quail egg turner? Never hatched quail. Would like to try it." Well, your quail egg turner would completely depend on what incubator you get. Um, so you find the incubator and then the turner. Usually either comes with it or you can buy separately. But yeah, the bigger important part of that is what incubator you can have. Um, Amy B says, I had some chicks from Zach's birds. Zach, your quail grandpa, congrats. Unfortunately, I mean, if we're going to go that route, I'm like 9 times great grandpa by now. More than that. Oh my God, I'm 17 times. We're on our 18th generation. Whoo! I hear it. I feel it too. Andy says hatchaholic equals planning a hatch to be incubating while I'm out of town and lockdown to be the day after I get back home. There you go. See, that's a true hatchaholic right there. Um, Witch Doctor says, "Hi, I'm a what? Hi, I'm Witch Doctor, and I have a hatching addiction. Is this where we can go for the 12-step program?" Yep. By hatching eggs once a month for 12 months. There's your 12 steps right there. Granja says, "How much it'll cost to ship 120 eggs to California?" It all varies on zip code. California probably usually around $20-$25. California is one of the more expensive states. Figure that. Janelle says, just went out to check our little guys, 11-day-old Coternics. They're acting like popcorn in the brooder. LOL, jumping, trying to fly. I'm thinking we may need helmets. There you go. Well, that means your brooder system is perfect. They're happy, they're healthy, they're moving. You've got the temp perfect. You've got the heat, the water, the food. I mean, it sounds like you're killing it. So congratulations on that. Royan says, "Do you have a WhatsApp number or a way to private message? A way to private way to message you?" I do have WhatsApp. Our webs, our My phone number to text is on our website, and then I'm on Facebook as well. Emma says silky chickens are known to be very broody. Yeah, silkies and bantams can brood your quail eggs if you'd like. I mean, that's what has had success before, but doesn't always work. Lisa says honestly, just having to replace my incubator as it didn't make it in one piece in the move. I've heard that more than once, believe me. David says, my first time here, and I love my Myshire fertility. Well, thank you very much, and good luck on your adventure. Let's see. Cia says, I was the 100th like. Well, thank you very much. We did. We hit 201 likes. Thank you very much. That is super cool. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of the support. I really do. I lost my spot. David in Kentucky, welcome. Glad you're here. Amanda's in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Square County Homestead is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Amy says, just got a hoverbaiter when my Brencia quit holding temp. Bad hatch experience. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it gets better for you. Ben Blunt is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. Lisa Richardson says, not looking to hatch more than 50. So which incubator and quail egg turner? The Little Giant, I had good success with. The Nurturite 360 is pretty good. I've heard good success with the Hoverbaiter. I didn't have good success with it, but it's a very popular one. Um, if you go to our YouTube channel and go to the playlist called Quail Product Reviews, I've done like 3 different incubator reviews on there where you can kind of see whether that type of incubator would work for you. We go through the process and show you the results and things like that. JJ Willow says Winola cages are very nice, yet they are just as backed up as everyone else. Yep, that's just how it goes. Andrew's in the house. I have a question about quail health in a specific situation. We live in an area that early in the summer there are a lot of wildland fires. How susceptible are quail to health problems from smoke? I mean, they're tiny birds with very small respiratory issue or you know lungs and things like that. Chickens are very susceptible to respiratory issues, and quail is no different. Um, but the difference is quail will die pretty quick when there's an issue. Like they're not going to extend their life by months and months and months and then die. Like if there was smoke inhalation, I'm not saying that right, but if there was an issue with that, they would have died pretty quick. Yeah, says, hi, Zach, you're doing great. I love my covey thus far from you, and I have 37 eggs from my own brood in the incubator Brentia Max 2. Very cool. Congratulations. You're well on your way. That's very awesome. David says, I recommend the Hoverbaiter Genesis 1588. There you go. Thanks for letting us know. Anthony Barry, thank you very much for donating again. I really appreciate that. That will be put to good use, I promise. I want to get some sound effect in here, so the sound sounds better, and obviously a little bit better quality on the audio and video. So thank you very much. We will put that to good use. Amy B says the Hoverbaiter holds so many eggs. They can, absolutely. Fill it up. Katrina says, I think you posted the video for still a Hoverbaiter, not the forced air one. Oh, I think you're right. I think that's right. Kim says, I have the Genesis and love it. There you go. Jeff says, sorry, NPIP. What does that mean? NPIP is the Natural Poultry Improvement Plan. If you type into the YouTube search bar NPIP by Myshire Farm, I did a video all about it. But you need to be NPIP certified, which is tested either twice a year, once a year, or in our case, we're considered a hatchery, and we have to be tested 4 times a year. They come out and test you for AI, which is avian influenza, and polarum, and make sure your covey. If you have chickens, it's a flock. If you have quail, it's called a covey. Is safe and you're able to ship and things like that. You need that to be able to ship and sell cross state lines. Andy's in the house. I like my little giant incubator. I get pretty good hatches from that. We had good success with the little giant as well. Emma says, "Does anyone put together an incubator kit for those who loved DIY?" No, there's some videos on it, but I don't know if anyone that sells a kit. Jerry says, "Waiting on my next order of 200." Well, good luck. If you ordered from me, I'll get them out as quickly as possible, and I wish you all the best. Either way. Um, Sundial Fragrances in the house is a hello from Texas, late but here. Well, welcome. Glad you're here. Thanks for showing up. Stephen Lawrence is in the house. Welcome. Glad you're here. And says, "I found so many components, but could not tell which ones would work." Yeah, I don't know of anybody that sells a whole kit. Katrina says, "I have Egyptian fees in the incubator right now. Excited for them to hatch." Absolutely. They're really nice. I really do like those. Andy says, "I think you should be able to order replacement parts from incubators to use to build your own with." Yep, that's what we do from GQF. Absolutely. Um, Emma says, "Thanks for the encouragement. I may just have to apply myself more." There you go. Good luck. Dennis Peel's in the house. Welcome. Sundial Fragrance says, "First eggs at 6 weeks old. Feather sexual mixed birds from Myshire Farm. First egg." Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Very cool. That's a huge milestone. Congratulations. That's really fun. Glenn Wells says, "I want a Quail You pocketed T-shirt. Who's with me on that?" That's in the works, so stay tuned. Sundial Fragrance says, "Thank you, Zach and Myshire." Well, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Um, Chad says, "YouTube is my instruction book to everything these days." That, yeah, absolutely. That's a lot of people. Ed Got Bates says, "I'm YouTube certified in many subjects." There you go. Laura says, "My incubator is in the bedroom and 29 quail in the living room. My husband can't wait until next weekend when they can go outside. LOL." I bet. I bet. It gets stressful real quick. Sundial Fragrance says, "And have 30 jumbo eggs from birds out of my Shire eggs in the incubator. Fingers crossed." You're starting to get pretty busy. So good luck, and I wish you all the best. Anime says, "Still trying to get my man to get a few quail. Found someone selling adults near him for $6 each for jumbo Pharaoh and whites. Funny thing is, I was going to ask about if anyone knew any sellers for live quail." Well, there you go. You found someone. Uh, Dennis Tang's in the house. Got 56 eggs in the incubator from your farm. Wish me luck. Absolutely good luck. And I'm sure you're going to do great. Obviously, keep me posted. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Andy says, "Just got them. It's better to ask forgiveness than from permission. Sometimes. I do it all the time." There you go. Lisa's in the house from Southern Indiana. Welcome. We're glad you're here. If you are just joining or you joining a little bit ago, my whole setup got ruined tonight. We had major technical issues at the very beginning. I do apologize. That's why our uh, camera angle is all messed up tonight, and the sound's not awesome. So just bear with us. But we're having a good time. So just bear with us, but that's what that was all about. Katrina says, forget to tell you guys, my quail are basically back to laying 1.5 weeks later after they stopped because of the huge windstorm we had. So that's awesome. Don't have to wait 3 weeks. There you go. That's awesome. Usually it's a 2 to 3 week time. So you're killing it on that. Rohan says, do you ship eggs to Georgia? Yep, we ship everywhere in the U.S. except for Hawaii. Every day, every day we ship. We ship. I don't know. I I don't know. I'd have to count. We ship at least 1,700 eggs a day, minimum. Minimum. All over the U.S. David says I got 28 to hatch out of the 25 ordered. So Myshire fertility is great. I love to hear that. Thank you very much. And I'll just write that down for our records. You're killing it. Congratulations. That's awesome. Um, David Stump, if you're still on, if you could let me know what kind you ordered, that would help out too, if you're still on. Lisa says, I'm new to quail. I've been researching everything and expect my first hatching eggs this week. So excited to get started. Awesome. Congratulations. I think you're going to do great. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And remember, in 2 weeks, Quail University goes live, and that can make you an expert very quickly. Amy says, Zach, you know where to get a very cool microphone from Improved Audio. Um, think vase Christmas present. There you go. Anthony Berry says, "What do you mean by incubator kit?" Missed part of the question, like where you can buy the parts and build your own incubator. Jacob says, Forgot to message when my eggs hatched, and I know you keep the hatch rates. I ordered 50 and hatched 42. I love that number too. We're killing it, guys. Everybody's doing a great job. Jacob Jones, if you're still on, if you could let me know what kind you ordered, that would be helpful as well. But I did get that down. So thank you for letting me know. Callie Quail Keeper says, I recommend everyone that's a hatchaholic go to a local feed store to market quail for sale. Just set 240 for the local feed store I work at for sale end of March. There you go. Congratulations and great idea. Sundial Fragrance says, I have the Maddie Coupex 30 chicken egg incubator, and it works better than the 360. I have that one as well. Amazon has both. I think it's great for beginners. There you go. That's one you can look into as well. My 7 week old quail get 8 hours of dark and no eggs. Normal. Um, 7 weeks is they should be hatching by now. So if it's 8 hours of dark, that's 16 hours of light a day. Make sure they're on a layer feed. The next step would be to make sure that it's 5 hens to every one male. And then the next one after that is 3 quail per square foot. And if they are outside, then they probably won't start laying until week 8 or 9. Um, Hey, God Bates says 206 likes. Yeah, we're at 207. So everybody's been very, very fun and generous tonight. David says feather sexable mix eggs. Oh, got it. Thank you very much for letting me know. Thanks for still being on. That's cool too. Um, KO says, have you heard of German black quail? I have 6 of them. I have. They're all, AKA, they're also called growl fees. But yeah. Glenwell says newbie quail lovers is a good place to ask questions. Also, she also hosts a live. I must have missed something there. Jacob says I ordered Italian Golds. Awesome. Thank you very much. Great hatch race tonight, everybody. Thank you very much for letting me know. I love that. Chad says mine's outside. Yeah, I would give it a couple more weeks. Bonehead Assassins is in the house. I've been watching your video for a couple months now, and I've decided to add quail to our urban homestead. We are currently raising chickens and rabbits. That's awesome. Good luck. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to help you in any way we can. And I think you're going to love them. I think you're going to love them. They're very easy to take care of. Very productive quail are very productive animals for the homestead, and you can't go wrong with them. And if anybody just joined just a little bit ago, make sure that you check out between minute 5 and minute 20 of this live. We had a huge announcement. It is called Quail University. It's going to be going live in 2 weeks. It is 72 lessons in one class. It's an online class you can take. It's going to be $49, and it is everything you need to know about Quail 101, the basics of quail. So there's 72 lessons. You can take it anytime. Once you purchase it, it's yours forever. There's going to be workbooks, spreadsheets, downloads, Zoom calls, and interactive live, intimate classes, one-on-ones. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you check that out as well. I went very in depth about it for about 15 minutes at the beginning. There are some technical difficulties we had at the beginning, so be patient on that. But we got through it, guys. We got through it. Oops. Um, David says, I plan on ordering pearl eggs next. Yeah, the pearls are a really good feather sexable color as well. Time and Timber says, still no baby goat for me. Another long night. I got to listen to the quail roos crow while sitting with the Pregger's goat outside. That'll be the second night she slept in the barn waiting for her goat to go. Good luck. And Jasmine was supposed to be on. I hope we can have you back on. Maybe we can test it sometime this week, get the kinks worked out, and have you back on next week or the week after. Because I'd really like you to be able to talk about it as well. David says, have you heard of naked neck quail? I have not. Um, only the zealously bred hens. There you go. Pappy's Homestead says, good luck, Jasmine. Hope she has that kid soon. Yeah, hopefully 30 minutes, goes in labor. 30 minutes later, you're done. You can go sleep the rest of the night. Sundial Fragrance says, what would be the best feather sexable layer in your opinion, Zach? The best feather sexable layer is the Egyptian fees by far. By far. And, well, oh God, and the sparklies and Egyptian fees. Andrew says, I just thought of this. Given I am in northern Alaska, will 24-hour daylight cause any problems with quail laying? No, it won't cause any problems with quail laying. It will decrease their lifespan a little bit, not by a lot, but you'll still get the same amount of production. So, like if you leave them on 24 hours of light, they'll, long story short, they'll die a little sooner, but they'll be more productive during their lifespan. Um, so it's not the end of the world. No, your production would actually be better. Katrina says, great live, excellent announcement, and where'd you go? And awesome chat, everyone. Absolutely. Everybody was great tonight. Aaron says, Zach, you want me to send you a picture of myself to hang on your wall behind you? I mean, you can try it. We can, I don't know if Jenna will go for it, but I mean, you're a handsome man, so she might. I don't know. Jacob says, I watched your video on Italian golds, and you said you put the gold Manchurian males back over the Italian females. I'm assuming the Manchurian are the ones with very little black on them. Yes, that is 100% correct. Pappy's Homestead says, Zach, hang a deer head on the wall. There you go. I don't have a ton of room. This room is really, really small. So I don't think the deer would work too well, but I like the thought process. Oh, that wasn't nice, S.O. Swanson. Uh, I like that. Katrina says Quailer of the Month. That's kind of fun. That's kind of cool. Cali Quail Keeper says, Jasmine, I'm waiting for 9 hours of whelping. You're lucky any day now. Excited for you. There you go. Time and Timber says, the only naked neck quail I know about is the freshly butchered one. There you go. Sundial Fragrance says, I would put a big quail poster on the wall. I did think about what I was going to do is like take pictures of each color of the quail and like put that in a collage on a poster. But Jenna said she wants it nice and fancy. And I said, well, okay, do your thing then. Don says, hello from South Mississippi, putting the finishing touches on my new brooder this weekend. Very exciting. Good luck. I hope it works out for you. And I wish you all the best. Um, that is all of the comments tonight, guys. So if you did miss at the very beginning, number one, hit the like button, support the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Everybody that did hit the like button or donate to the channel tonight, you guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you so very much for all of your support. We did have a huge announcement. I won't go all in depth about it again tonight. I did it a few times already today, but if you missed the very beginning of our live, one, we had some technical difficulties, so I apologize. So minute 1 to minute 5 is a little rough, so bear with us. But from minute 5 to minute 20, there is the biggest announcement I have ever made on YouTube or in general. So make sure you check that out. You won't want to miss it. We will have more information next week about it, even better information. So stay tuned for that. And I can't wait. I can't wait for everybody to check that out. Quail University. I do have a couple more comments, and then we will get out of here. Um, Yep, Katrina says then you could just point to the color when people ask. There you go. Pappy's Homestead says thanks Zach and all the mods. Absolutely, Vase Place and Egg Got Bait do a fantastic job, not just on the YouTube channel but behind the scenes in the quail community, helping others. They really do a great job. Amy says making a merch poster of the quail colors at Myshire would be amazing. There you go. I thought it was a good idea. Yes, says you go, Zach. Does it make sense to mix some of my new, soon to be 4 week olds with my 7 month olds? I have a hutch that will hold most of my newbies, but I have, if I'm loaded over, should I mix with my vets? Yeah, you would want to mix with the vets, but you don't want to do that until the new ones are at least 6 weeks old. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. Egg Got Bait says, good night, everyone. Thanks for coming and hanging out. See you Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep a lookout for new videos throughout the week. Absolutely. More info to come about Quail University as well. Next week, we'll fix the audio issue and have a special guest for sure. Time and Timber says good night, everyone. Wonderful live despite the technical difficulties. Kind of. It would have been much better if you were here. Witch Doctor says good night. We'll go listen to the beginning. Absolutely. Make sure you check that out. David says it was nice to be here. Thank you very much. Andy Rabbit says good night, all. Aaron says thanks, Zach. I joined late, so I'm going to rewatch after it's over. Yeah, minute 5 to minute 20, you won't want to miss. Chad says any advice? My wife is broody in my coop. No, that's something you got to work on your own. Callie Quillkeeper says thanks to all. Great chat. Much love. Absolutely. Buster says catch you next week. Welcome. And absolutely. Stay safe, everyone. Until next time from Glenn. And it looks like that is all of the questions tonight. So everybody, thank you very much. We will do much better with the technical stuff next week. Thank you everybody for your support. I hope that you love Quail University. Get the word out there. It's going to change the quail community as a whole. And I can't wait till we get it started. So it'll go live in 2 weeks from today. So until next time, everybody, as always, stay safe.